Hey everyone, welcome back. Here is the WOD demo for the workout for April 22nd. The workout is going to be, for time, complete 800-meter run, 80 American kettlebell swings, 400-meter run, 40 American kettlebell swings, and 200-meter run, 20 American kettlebell swings. A lot of volume there, but before we do that, we're going to do some strength work. And so our strength work is 3 sets as heavy as possible of 12 to 15 reps of a goblet pause squat. So let's talk about that real quick. Before we get to the Metcon or the metabolic conditioning, let's just talk through what we're going to try to get accomplished with our strength session. So after a good warm-up, we're going to jump on either a heavy kettlebell or a dumbbell. And for most of us, it's going to be the heaviest weight that we have. And I talk about this in the notes, but we're going to achieve the feeling of a heavy day today by pausing in the bottom of the squat for 3 to 5 seconds and by altering our number of reps from like 12 to 15. So here's what's going to happen in the strength set. You'll grab your kettlebell or dumbbell. You will clean it up to the front rack, and then we're going to go for a set of 12 to 15 reps, pausing in the bottom for 3 to 5 seconds, and stand. Pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stand. So if I were to use this kettlebell here, which is a 35-pounder, I would probably go for 15 reps, each one having a 5-second pause. I want to talk about this pause. So when we get to the bottom, our pause is here, engage squat, not here, bottom down. So every time we squat, we're going to keep the chest upright. 3, 2, 1, pause, stand. So you're going to complete 12 to 15 reps with a 3 to 5 second pause. If you choose 5 seconds, I want you to do 5 seconds on every single rep. If you choose 3 seconds, do 3 seconds on every single rep. So I would use your phone timer set up in front of you so that you can see how long you're pausing every single time. If it's too easy on one set, then you can increase the pause. If it's still too easy, you can increase the number of reps. But even just for me, after 5-second pausing squats, my heart rate is elevated, and I know that by like rep 12, 13, 14, it's going to be tough to maintain that rigid neutral position in the bottom of the squat. That's part of the challenge today, is not just squatting strength, but it's going to test the midline, because at the bottom of the squat, when we pause down here, the natural position is to round forward. So by fighting against that with pulling the chest up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, etc., we're going to challenge our squat in a little bit of a different way. Rest as needed between those sets. In total, you'll get 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps. We'll take a few minutes to rest after that, and then we'll get into the conditioning piece today, which, like I said, is 800-meter run, 80 swings, 400-meter run, 40 swings, 200-meter run, 20 swings. So the run distance we're going to set up today, some of us already have a 400-meter distance, but if you don't, you're going to run for about a minute, stop, that's your turnaround point, and then it'll take you roughly a minute back. So we're estimating that 400-meter run is going to take roughly 2 minutes at a jogging pace. Some of us might run farther, some of us might run shorter, but that's the estimate. So to do a 200-meter estimate, you're going to jog out 30 seconds, find where you are, put a mark on the ground or something, and then come back. That's going to be your 200-meter run. So today, with those distances, especially decreasing or cutting in half each time, 800 to 400, 400 to 200, the goal is to push every single run. So you're looking at roughly a 4-minute run, a 2-minute run, and a 1-minute run. And for those of you who are excellent runners, it's going to be even less than that. So push the pace on that. And then lastly, a simple kettlebell swing. The way you can decide whether you go overhead or Russian is if you can do the set of 80 in 20 rep sets of American swing, then you should do an American swing for the entire thing. If your bell is a little bit too heavy to go overhead for sets of 20 or more, then you'll scale to a Russian swing. However, if you can just go 80 Russian swings in a row, it's probably that your kettlebell is too heavy and you should have maybe gone overhead. So let's review those real quick. We'll set up with the neutral spine, kettlebell about 18 inches ahead of us, and we're going to hike and stand. Here is my Russian swing. So if I were to use this kettlebell of 35 pounds, it would be probably too light for me to get the right stimulus, so I would go up overhead. I would brace, hike, and go up overhead. Notice that as I hinge, I push the hips back. This is not a squat. The breathing pattern for your kettlebell swing is let air out at the top, and then take air in as you hinge. Out, in, and so on and so forth. So that's the workout today. A little unconventional squatting strength, and then a short and simple running and kettlebell swing metcon. Enjoy.